Hello everyone and welcome to the next session of Spring. In continuation with the discussion of dependency injection, in this particular session, we are going to discuss about constructor injection. As we know, this is another way of specifying the dependency, and in constructor injection, this dependency injection is specified using parametric constructor. So the Java bean will have a parametric constructor, and through that we are going to specify the values. Constructor injection can be specified for primitives or string-based values, other dependent objects, and also for collection values. So let's understand how this dependency injection is specified using constructor. So now I'm going to create a class, say for example, department. This department class has got department ID and department name. And to specify these values, now we are going to have the constructor, which is parametric constructor, and we will have a toString method. If you want to have the facility of fetching these element values independently, you can add getter methods to this particular class. However, currently I'm not going to implement. So I'm using same beans.xml file to map these particular beans because we are working in the same project. So this is the class department. This is the ID, say DEPT1. DEPT1 is the ID of object, not department ID, right? So this is name of the bean, name of the object which is created for department class. To specify constructor injection, now we are not going to make use of property tag, we are going to make use of constructor-arg tag. So there is name of the argument, which is say department ID, and we will specify the value, say department ID is 1. This conversion will automatically be done. It will check what is the type of department ID, and that value will automatically be represented in int. Then we have department name. So say for example, department is HR. So this is how department will be created. Department object will be created. Now in this, I'm going to fetch this department object, department.class, and I'm just printing this particular object. So whenever we are executing this particular code, you can see that this department object is being . So this is how we can map primitives and string-based values using constructor argument. Now we will see how we are going to map this department object as an object dependency for some other class. So here I'm going to create a new class named as company. and company has a department. So here I'm going to have private int company ID, private string company name, and private department. Right now, I'm considering one-to-one relationship only. Obviously, when it is required that one company has many departments, we need to implement it by using collection or other dependencies, other relationships in the classes. That we are going to discuss in detail in forthcoming sessions. Currently, we are just looking at the constructor way of injecting dependencies. So I'm creating a constructor using fields and a toString method. So this is it for this company class. And in this beans.xml file, again, we are going to map this company class. So I have this class named as company, which I'm mapping over here. Then ID, say for example, my company. Then we have constructor. In constructor, we have name of the property, which is company ID. We can specify the value. Name of the company. So value will be, say, ABC. And the third one, the third property is department. Now this is not another value which we need to specify. So we are going to specify it using ref attribute. So this is the mapping for the constructor elements. Now in client, I'm again removing this department because we don't need it. It is already mapped to the company object. So company and text dot get bean. Name of the company. Now I'm using that approach. So I'm copying this ID from here and putting it here. This needs to be converted into company type of object because this method returns object of object class. And system.out.println. So now whenever we are executing this particular code, we will be able to see that this company object is mapped and department is set to this particular company object. So this is how constructor injection is implemented for primitives, string-based values, and the objects which are already mapped in this beans configuration file. Thank you.